watch King of Lightning bring up like a Chica Asta shipping.
Oh, really interesting what he says, because I all I know is that, I mean, for example, we know that that one dude released like 15-page essay in response, but I also know a lot of people didn't like it, the video, and thought it was not a very good critique. But as we'll say, just because the critique is bad, even if it, I mean, it could be good, but um, just because the critique's bad doesn't mean that they're lying or they don't like it. It just means they're not getting their point across. But well, what's up, everybody? Dope, Liberty Prime, Makima, Kaden, Matt, what's up? Montel.
What's up, Lulu? I'm fine. What's up, everybody?
I'm here with Cloak and Toxic. We're gonna be reacting to some Black Clover videos. We just found two today because these are like two. The first one, a lot of you guys have said you want me to react to, and that's King of Lightning's like review of the Land of the Sun, which apparently he doesn't like it, and I like it a lot. So this will be interesting to see why he doesn't. What do you guys think? Cloak and
About
Toxic?
the arc?
Yeah,
You
did
know,
you guys
Broku
Land of the Sun
switched
arc?
up. Broku actually thinks Asta L is pretty bad. He's an Asta Chica guy now. We gotta get
Anyways, I think the arc's actually pretty damn good. I don't know why people in the fandom like don't like it.
Yeah. I like it a
for me
lot.
personally, I think the arc was perfect for Asta's character because having a whole ass like arc about Asta's like inner conflict, which is something we don't really see, like besides the beginning of the series, I'd argue, specifically around the Beto argument, is really nice. It really is nice to see these moments of Asta down in the low because his whole thing is not giving up.
Exactly.
But then Tabata's like always teased this, you know, like Asta's emotions hit him harder than he like shows. Like when Nox says like, yeah, you can't do this because you're too weak. But having a whole arc about that conflict is superb. Like I love Tabata for this arc. Also, I think the criticism of like if it being too like long is weird. I think it's because Tabata was just taking too many breaks during that arc that makes it seem long.
I'm
When
gonna
I-
be honest. Yeah, but I'm gonna be honest. Like the weird thing about the Black Clover fans to me is like they says like, oh, we want to arc with Asta only, but when we get this, like, I want to go back to the Clover Kingdom. It's weird.
Cordobas thought Asta's inner conflict was tremendous character assassination. Interesting. I disagree, but
Yeah, that's a very
Destination.
that's very interesting.
but somebody else also asked, could Zephyr go through Infinity? I want to see what you guys think, and I'll add what I think, and then we'll probably get to reacting to the video.
Toxic, you go first.
This is my simple answer to that question. What's Gojo doing when just like pulls out the smallest Zephyr ever, like dagger sized, cuts through it and just recreates what Toji did to him? What's he doing?
Yeah.
What is he doing after that? Is he gonna lose his title of the honored one? Are we just gonna call him the fraudulent one?
The
The
fraudulent.
fraudulent one, bro.
When Yuno says throughout heaven and earth, I'm the one who's the honored one.
What do you think, Cloak?
Me first, I think Zephyr should be able to cut through it.
Yeah. See,
Underground packs that nobody talks about, but like it like corrodes things until it cuts through it. That's pretty nasty.
yeah.
Yeah,
Also-
bro.
Nobody talks about.
Also, it's actually stated in the light novel data book for the movie that I got that Zephyr, every time he activates it, he's actually taking the magic from the area to create Zephyr, which means he is probably going to be taking fragments of Infinity, and therefore I think it would go right through it. So,
Gojo cooked.
yeah, Gojo's cooked.
But what if Gojo makes like an Infinity +1, bro?
+1.
Cordobas, that's like, I get what you're saying, but I think that's the difference is that because Cordobas is saying Asta's gotten defeated and brutalized countless times. Why is he like depressed now? I think the difference is that he just defeated the King of Devils. That it was supposed to be the peak of power, and then he's trained for 15 months later, and then all of a sudden his idol.
Wait, do you mind if I take it? Yeah.
What?
Do you mind if I take?
Yeah, you
You
can
don't
take it. You can take it.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say like all the other times aren't really like too personal to Asta, and if they are, they aren't like personal on like a deeper level. This is literally like his dream, like his dream goal, turning evil and betraying everything he thinks he is, right? And then doing a despicable thing of mind controlling Sister Lily, who was a woman he loved, right? And to later figure out that's like a mother figure to him, really, which is still harmful, right? And then he just like flashes Asta and just mocks him and says he's just a mistake of the world, right? Which is something he's
you're just a
never
fragile soul.
like exactly. Like
Yeah.
that is your whole idol just doing that to you, not some random.
Yeah,
I even
mentioned it in like a joke video saying, yeah, your idol just telling you like, yeah, bro, you're the flaw of the world.
Yeah. Also, let's not forget Lucius just beat his ass with a salute. That's gotta be some mindfuckery.
Yeah,
right there. That's
crazy,
gotta be some mindfuckery. You just got bodied by a salute. Oh my god.
The last
that
thing
is
you
crazy.
see is like bro saluting. You're like, oh no.
Oh shit. But yeah. I mean, if you dislike it though, that's completely fine. But yeah, that's why I think that it's like justifiable in my eyes, and I think we all agree there, at least on stream. So you guys in Discord, you guys can still see the video, right?
Yeah.
Has Black Clover dropped the ball?
I can see it.
Okay, cool. All right.
what happened? Black Clover dropped what?
Dropped the ball.
In what regard?
Oh, that's the
video. Can you see the video? Can you see the video?
Oh yeah, I can see the video. Oh,
Yeah,
I thought you
yeah,
meant like in general, like if they just like drop the ball.
Yeah. But yeah,
drop the
guys,
ball.
this is King of Lightning's channel, so credit to him, and we'll be respectful. But I mean, maybe we'll agree. Maybe it'll just be everything that I do like dislike about the Land of the Sun. But going into it, we all like it. Oh damn. Super chat from Matt.
Too.
Appreciate that. Have you read One Piece? Also, when's the face reveal? I've done so many face reveals, but appreciate that. And One Piece, I refuse to read mid. So, no, I'm just kidding. I read like 300 chapters or so, but I will read it at some point. But have you guys read it?
Yeah, I've read One Piece. Yes, I'm actually
I have not.
I'm on the second part of Wano, which is near endgame One Piece, so I'm relatively caught up to it.
Nah, but I might need to tell you a story about me reading.
You know what I want to tell you guys about One Piece. This is a Black Clover channel, so I think it'd be pretty fair to say, Gear 5 Luffy. That black meteorite might be too much for him, man. Maybe he's gonna like smack Luffy so hard he's just gonna like run away from Asta, and like he's not gonna look down to see that he's falling. It'll be like that.
This man's nasty, bro.
All right, you guys ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right.
Yeah, I'm
gonna
ready.
put it on 1.25 speed. If he talks too fast, we'll change it back. But let's see what he's gonna say.
Not done a Black Clover video on this channel for the past 6 months. 6. The last time I did a video for this channel for Black Clover was literally talking about the Queen, Mirio Leone, and her greatness on all fronts. Whether it's her raw power, whether it's her epicness, of course, her outstanding physique. You know what I mean.
I was gonna say for you two, if you
Yeah,
guys,
you
if
know,
you guys
she beat an
want to say
ancient
something,
demon.
just say pause, and I'll pause it so you can speak.
All right.
What were you saying?
She beat an ancient demon just like Lumiere, guys. She's about Wisdom level.
Please, no, I don't want them arguments out here ever again.
Yeah. Alrighty.
Yes, that was the last time I did a Black Clover video. Why? Because as of late, I would argue that Black Clover is getting a lot better. Where we do have the final war stuff going on. Lucius, I should say, a bully doing some dastardly deeds, full-on human body clones of himself, and you know how to struggle to be one of these guys. Now there's a whole horde of them. You have the return of Acer Silver. You have the return of Morgan. It's good stuff when it comes to the Clover.
So one thing I want to say is this is basically him saying that he thinks the Judgment Day arc is better than the Land of the Sun arc, at least so far. Which is, I haven't actually really seen anybody saying that. Have you guys?
No, I'm in a Black Clover group chat. Some of them think it. I just think it's not.
Yo, like.
Okay. I will say this: Judgment Day has a lot more potential to go down as a memorable arc.
Yeah.
Without a
Oh,
doubt.
for sure.
So
See, I
will
personally
say
don't even think it's the
potential-wise,
end.
yes. But again, like, we don't know. Tabata could make another fumble with this arc. Like, we don't know. Like, there could be unfortunate things to happen.
Bring that to light.
Yeah.
Like plot lines could be cut or something for all we know. Like, we just don't know how this arc can end. We don't even know how it can get to the second portion of it, really.
Yeah. No, I think it could be better, but I think as of right now, Land of the Sun is overall a lot better than the Judgment Day arc so far.
Yeah. I will say though, Judgment Day focusing on the side characters more is a really good plus. I definitely would be like, yeah,
that is true.
Seeing the Black Holes in action again was amazing to see. I love them. Especially my girl Vanessa, you know.
Oh my god. Alrighty.
Over Kingdom. However, before that, not so good. In fact, I'd argue quite poor. I'm talking about the Land of the Sun arc, aka Wano Country Act 4 in Black Clover, from chapter 337 to chapter 353. The main reason why
I'm pretty sure that because he said 337, right?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah,
I'm pretty sure that officially the Land of the Sun arc it even includes the first few chapters where like Asta loses to Lucius.
yeah, I think it does.
Which I guess if he is excluding those 5 chapters, that would lower the score a little bit for what I think how good the Land of the Sun arc is. But from what I've seen, the Land of the Sun arc is literally just the first like 22 chapters of the final saga, which he's excluding those chapters, so we have to, I guess, keep that in mind. But technically, from what I've seen, is that those are officially a part of it, which I think that is part of why, like, because the beginning is just so peak, like so good, and then it just goes
like
right into like going to Land of the Sun.
For the nerdy friends out there, I will say if we don't count the Lucius thing, I'd say Hino Country goes from like an 8 out of 10 to me to like a 7 out of 10 or like a 6.5. I will say that.
I personally think it's weird that they don't count like the beginning chapters of like.
Yeah, like I can understand why, but at the same time, like it's also the reason why Asta gets transported there. So
But my thing is like if it's not a part of like the Hino Country arc, then what's it a part of?
Yeah, it'd just be like a 5-chapter like tiny little arc. I think that would probably be like the shortest arc in Black Clover. Would it not?
Asta's downfall arc.
Oh yeah,
that wouldn't be that wouldn't be the shortest arc.
No, I know like some of the early ones are really short.
No, the shortest arc would be when they're looking for Kirita Asta's arms. That was 2 chapters. You lose this one, Broku.
Official arc though? I don't think that's an official arc.
Did the Hot Spring have an arc?
Broku, do you think Lucius like emoting on Asta is an official arc?
No.
I'm playing.
But yeah, I would agree that I don't know if I'd drop it a whole point, but I would definitely drop it a little bit if we're only talking about 330.
I would definitely drop it at a point. Well, I think for me personally, just because it sets up Lucius like in that arc as well.
Yeah.
And we also, on top of that, we also get the whole arc. It's like Lucius is growing. He's getting like unfathomable power as we speak right now. So like, yes, we're training you, but we might need to pick up the pace a bit, right?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And I think that like what could justify the Land of the Sun being part of the arc overall, besides like the official part of it, is that I think that he gets teleported there in 335, and then we see him there in 336 at the very end of the chapter. So it does make it seem like.
After that, you can mistake me if I'm wrong, but I believe the chapter after he gets teleported there, isn't it like getting told of like what happens, and then the Black Fools are trying to find Asta? They're like, what? He's dead. There's no way. You gotta find him.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much how it goes. $10 super chat from Justin. Appreciate that. King of Lightning base, but he needs to put some respect on Yosuga's name. Ooh, does he downplay Yosuga? Okay, if he does, I'm gonna be on his ass. But what were you gonna say, Toxic?
Oh yeah, man, he loses to Yami.
Oh shit!
Guys.
He better not downplay Yosuga, bro. One of my favorite Ryuzen.
I'm a pretty basic man myself, Ryujin wise. My favorite, gotta be Fujio. Bro just be jamming.
I'll be honest, though, I can't even say her name. The crazy one, brother.
Kazukaku?
Kazukaku. She's crazy.
Yeah, she's probably one of my favorites.
She's crazy.
All right, I need to hear that. Continue the video.
All right.
I have not done a Black Clover video for so long is because, honest to God, I think the Land of Sun arc is very subpar. Bad. I think on a scale 1 to 10, that arc, I think it's like a 4 or like a 5, honestly. I don't think it's a good arc for a host of reasons, even relative to other training arcs. But considering what could have been, I think that was a big miss on the part of Tabata to make it A, in of a training arc, and then B, before I get to B, let me say this. I know that Tabata's had issues health-wise Fair enough, fine. And also his wife too. I understand that. That's a big deal. And as a result, you could argue that Tabata couldn't do as much as he could have with the beginning of the final saga, the final stretch of Black Clover. But even though he had health problems, which are the best, of course, and his wife too, of course, which are the best, obviously, it doesn't change, in my mind, the reality that this arc was low quality. And I'd argue, because it is like the beginning of the final saga of the story, we have to have a microscope on this arc, because this is going to be the moments that are going to define the story the most. The ending of a story can make or break a story. A lot of times, writers will tell you this. The endings and the beginnings tend to be the most important things for a story. And so far, The Land of the Sun,
So like, I think this is weird because this is the beginning of the saga, or the final saga. It's not the beginning of the story. So that critique just really doesn't work for me because we have so much
I'd say
going
the
into
only way
it.
it really works is like if he means like, because the way he's wording it, like, I feel like the absolute best you could give him is like, this is the beginning of Act 3 of Black Clover.
Yeah. No, that's what I think. Yeah.
That's what I hope it is.
Yeah. But like,
Yes.
but I think that it holds less weight if it's not the actual true beginning of the series. Like, yeah, it's important, but I don't think it's as important as he's saying. But like, definitely important though. But
yeah, and to be fair too, as well, like if we're being fair here, if he doesn't count the Lucia stuff as like a different arc,
yeah,
then would it not have a strong beginning? He's saying this is a trash beginning. Like,
yeah,
it's not like a cheat already. It's just
that's a good point because that's like that's 5 chapters right there. That is the true beginning, and if he's not counting it, like then this really isn't the beginning because the foundations is the 5 chapters he's not counting.
Yeah, like it's like the foundation for like Asta's downfall.
Yeah, it has a very powerful beginning.
Yeah, so I don't know, but
yeah, we gotta see it.
Is Broku using the let Tabata cook argument? Oh, we got Jack Oates in here. What's up, bro? Jack Oates the GOAT.
What's up, Jack?
Hey, Jack, I got a question.
Go for it.
So like, how'd you feel about like dying to Morgan, bro? How's it going?
Oh my god.
Up to it.
What?
Not even close. So let's get into a few things as to why I believe ultimately this arc is like a 5 out of 10 at best. And first of all, I gotta start off with the fact that the Land of the Sun has the opportunity.
One thing, I don't know if he's done it in other videos. I don't know if anybody in the chat or you guys know, but I feel like putting out numbers, because it doesn't tell the full story, you just give a number. Because like a 5 out of 10 for most people is bad. But I consider a 5 out of 10 an average.
Yeah, same here. It's the middle of the pack.
I consider it mid.
It really depends on what he means by a 5. Because for most people that I talk to, a 5 is like an F, like you failed, just like in high school. But for me, a 5 is just average, and like a 7 would be good. And so like, yeah. I wonder if he'll get into it. I don't know if anybody knows in the chat, but let me know if he's ever mentioned like how he actually rates, because it's just very vague.
Opportunity to expand the world building of the Black Clover universe in massive spades. When you have the charming toy doll running around, when you find out about the Holy Maiden, and then this mythical 5-headed dragon, when you realize that these people apparently they do not like foreigners, which by the way is not fully fleshed out. We find out in 339 that the people of this country, they see foreigners as folks that bring in disaster. Even Ryuya has to grab Asta away from the area that Ichika beat those bandits, the Bad News Badgers. As far as I can tell, a play on actual Japan back, let's say, during the Edo period or whatever period of Japan that is. However, it's not explained exactly why that's the case. It just is the case. Maybe it was in a previous arc, but I didn't see it all in this arc.
So somebody did bring up a point. He's considered it bad. So technically, yeah, 4 or 5 would just mean it's bad. It's not like average. So yeah, he just thinks it's just straight up bad.
Where we are here finally in the Land of the Sun, in the Hino country. Even things like the no potatoes that were on sale in the capital of the Land of the Sun, and also knowing how that's a Hage village specialty food. Why it's the case, not really too sure. It just happens to be that way. So my hope is that in the future that'll be addressed, but for the time being, it's kind of like left in.
You know what? Like, I'm gonna say it real quick. That seems a little nitpicky that. Crops can appear in different, like that's happened in our world. Like some crops are exclusive to some places. Like
Austin lived a majority of his life in Hajj, bro. So he, of course, I think that's a specialty.
Yeah, like
there's so much things he thinks are like normal because they're in Hajj, but they're not normal. Like keeping a broken bowl, bro. He thinks that's normal.
No, bro even said him sleeping with and the other people in Hajj was normal.
Yeah,
bro, taking showers together was normal. He was like, "What? You guys like take scheduled showers? Huh?"
Yeah, and like what was weird is he was talking about how like the whole like Asta being a foreigner thing wasn't really well expanded upon yet, but like it's not really expanded upon for like we don't really get a lot of it like when we see it coming to Yami or even Dorothy at all. She's technically like a foreigner because she's from the Witch's Forest.
Yeah, and also I gotta ask this. Not what ask this, point this out, but like, was it ever explicitly stated he did that because Asta's a foreigner? Because if I remember the context of him grabbing him away, it's because they're asking why he has a weird hair color, not necessarily because he's a foreigner.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, because the lightning girl, like Amari, she dyed her hair too.
Yeah, she dyed her hair. Like,
Yeah.
was it like blonde or I don't know what she dyed it.
Yeah, but interesting points so far. I don't really agree with most, but
Yeah.
There are a few
Open
points,
air,
but
and
there's not a most. Not playing. We hate
They
them
don't
all.
explore. And mind you,
Not playing.
that's like one or two things. Like there's an entire country of essentially Japan, the Hino country, to roam through, but we really don't get that much outside like some major relative lore bits, like let's say involving the dragon. There's a good chance here, I think, that the Heavenly Maiden that actually stopped the dragon might.
so like I think this is something I agree with that we didn't get a lot of world building with the Land of the Sun. But I also don't think that it's. I think we're gonna be going back to Land of the Sun at some point, or we'll get more.
Yeah, definitely.
Like because we like
Man, because like
if we're taking from his perspective, like he's only considering 337 to 353. How much are we supposed to get from a 17 chapter arc of world building? Like we can't really do that much, and there was stuff in there that are probably gonna be
like
expanded
the
upon
fact
later.
you use roll, different terms, etc.
Yeah.
yeah, also like the lore about like the dragon.
I've also heard this too that I think it's pretty interesting. My bad, Cloak. I was gonna say like, doesn't doesn't the Land of the Sun also like speak in Japanese? I noticed they have like Japanese kanji on like the boards and all that, and people were like, "How can Asta speak this language or something?"
Yeah. That is a critique I've seen. I feel like there could be different ways to explain it. Like it's either like they can speak the language too now, like, or the ability of key sensing just like makes it way easier to understand people, which I think that kind of would make sense. Because if you can understand people's emotions with key sensing, then I think it'd be way easier to understand a different language.
It could make sense too, because for all we know, they could be speaking a sister language, similar to how people are like English, Spanish. Like Spanish is, I will say this: Spanish is definitely hard for other people to learn. I never had that trouble because
Yeah. It was. I don't know how I passed the class.
Yeah, but like Spanish, like relatively, there's people who vaguely know what like Spanish words means, even if they can't speak it. So
yeah,
it's definitely possible they're speaking a sister language.
I also know that Russian, or maybe a different language that's related to that, because I had a guy in my class in high school. He was Russian, and he said because of his home language, he was able to easily pass Spanish because of how similar the languages are. Or like without even like studying or anything. So
nah, bro, lucky.
There's also the fact that, like, for all we know, like, the country could also just speak like both languages. They could be like bilingual.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Or that the whole them having the potatoes from the Clover Kingdom could just be evidence that they trade with other countries, therefore they know how to speak the language.
Yeah.
But
have some relation to Charmy, considering how there's so much iconography of Charmy that exists throughout the entire country, but we just have to wait and see. But these things I thought would have been like kind of cool to address at that point in time, instead, let's say, have them be tackled at another point in time in the future, where at that point in time we really don't care at all about the Land of the Sun, so they're focusing on taking down the main bad guy. So that's the first bit there. Tabata had the chance to expand the world building.
why would we just not care about the Land of the Sun later on?
Is it like, I understand it's not going to be a vocal point, so a focus point of the story. So people are going to be like, "Oh, that's interesting to learn about this arc," but we're still going to care about it. Like, it may be varying degrees, yes, but again, that you can apply that to like it being in the same arc as well. People could care about that for varying degrees. Like,
exactly.
People learning Chika was Yami's little sister. People cared about that in varying degrees.
Yeah.
Some people are like, "Who gives a shit?" And some people are like, "Wow, this could really add something to Yami's character."
Yeah.
It's like, "Oh, Yami's real name is Sukahiro. That's interesting." There's very.
I don't know what. I feel like I don't know what he wanted more from the world building than what we got.
Yeah, for 17 chapters. Like I agree. Like, I wish we had more, but
yeah.
But what we got is good.
It was like if the arc was like 20 chapters longer, I could understand it. But right now, because it's only 17 chapters, this feels like more so a nitpick to an extent, but it's not bad. I can definitely understand this viewpoint.
Yeah, I just don't get how if we get like world building for the Land of the Sun later that we won't care. If we got world building for the Diamond Kingdom out of nowhere, everybody would be shitting their pants. So I don't know why if we get Land of the Sun lore 50 chapters from now, like it just makes it not as good.
About this real quick, like couldn't you say this about the Clover Kingdom as well? Because we still like learned new shit about it.
Yeah, we learned new
like
shit
over
about
the story.
it all the time. Yeah,
Like we learned how like the Wizard King works. You know how King Tay works, etc., etc. We know how squads work over time. We don't learn it all in like just one arc.
yeah.
It's like overtime. It's overtime.
Yeah, so I'd say like it'd be perfectly fine if Tabata does that for the Land of the Sun.
Well, just think of how much world building came in late for the Spade Kingdom and the Spade Saga. Like learning about the past royals, Return of the Demons, learning that the Spade used to be like in a like rebellion or at war when Zenon was younger. Like that was like 80 chapters into the saga, where we actually were starting to get like actual decent world building of the Spade.
I will say though, giving him back into the doubt, it's definitely understandable. We haven't had those types of expansions yet.
Yeah.
And there's also the chance of we don't get any expansions at all. Like the Witch's Forest, we haven't got any expansions from there. Who knows?
For sure,
could happen.
Yeah.
So it's pretty valid.
Yeah. No. If we don't get any more world building from Land of the Sun when Black Clover is finished, then his point becomes way more valid. But but overall, I still agree with his point. I just don't think it's as big of a deal as he's making it, because I do agree. I wish we would learn more about the Land of the Sun.
Yeah.
A lot, and it was a minor amount, relatively speaking, that's like previous arcs where he did it like a lot better. Number 2, characters. I will be honest here, okay? Outside of Ichika, the Ryuzen 7. No. They exist. The Jozo dude to play on Hanzo Tori, the guy with the Hanzo mask with the wind abilities, he's there. The Daizemon big Doton Buddha Earth guy, he exists.
I'm a fun guy.
He's a fun guy. I don't see more Gyarus running around because they aroused him. Speaking of Gyarus, we do have the Lightning Girl, Imari. She's kind of bubbly, fun. Again, a Gyaru girl. Outside of being a Gyaru for the sake of being a Gyaru, there's just really nothing much to her at all. She just kind of exists. They have Kezokaku, draws a sword. She's vicious and she's bloodthirsty. Both have the sword drawn. She's timid and shy and very dainty, has that kind of like duality of character going on there, but never really explored, just kind of exists. It is what is there, not really big deal. Then you have the literal support character of the Ryuzen 7, the guy with the Biwa, Fujio. He just plays in the back. He gives support. That's really it. Just boing, ding, 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 la 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 la
I'm gonna get copyright strike.
I don't think you could play that, bro.
Of the Ryuzen,
Brax, get him. He's dissing your favorite Ryuzen.
And they get heat, so that's pretty much it. But then you have the strongest of the Ryuzen 7, Mushogatake, who does get more character elements than the other Ryuzen 7 guys outside of Ichika, but only like a scoop more. That's really it. In an ice cream cone, the other guys get 1 scoop, he has 2. Each guy's like 4 or 5. Honestly, these cats, they're really not.
You know what? This is one of my complaints too, so I agree. Like, I wish the Ryuzen were more expanded upon. Like, that's where a critique where it can be made. Where I think the Land of the Sun should have been a little bit longer, and we could have had the Ryuzen like fighting the Paladins individually, or like in teams or whatever, instead of them getting like wiped out by the combo spell. So we could have learned more about them. But yeah, I still think Achika is decently well developed so far, and Yosuke has a good starting point. But the other Ryuzen. Yeah, he's got a really good point for like their.
They just exist. Yeah, he's right. They just exist.
Yeah.
But Ken, he got relax on her.
Oh my god.
You got to relax on her.
What were you gonna say, Toxic?
I was gonna say, even though it would have brought them to take up a lot more, but like the arc being stretched, I really think it could have benefited from like having an extra 8 chapters to make it, a full-on like 30 chapter arc.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I don't know if he'll get into it. He might, but I think that Ryu is also a good character, even though he's not a part of the Ryuzen. I think he has like a well established like lore and development. And oh, you don't?
What's up?
He threatens Asta Exachika, so.
Oh my god.
What?
All right, roll clip.
even comparable in terms of the character building and the character growth and development. They're not even comparable. Not even comparable to the brigade captains. Even like the lesser ones that don't do much in the story, like Jack. Even compared to...
Wait, is he saying all the reason are not comparable with the captains, or just the lesser reason? Because I would argue Ichika is more established than like Dorothy. And
yeah, the
like,
fraud.
Yeah.
And if we're going on,
And
Is that a high bar? Is that a high bar?
And
Yeah, I
probably
know.
even Jack. What do we have with Jack?
Look, man,
What's his rivalry
bro,
with Yami
no mention
and his
about
dad
two
being Red Riding Hood? Like, I mean, not Red Riding Hood. What's the fucker's name? Red Robin Hood.
Robin.
Hood.
Red Robin.
Robin Hood.
Robin Hood.
That's like the theory of what his
I'll
dad
call him
is.
Red Robin. I'm hungry now.
Red Robin. Bro, I want one of those like bacon guacamole burgers. That sounds so good. But
Nah, y'all know the fucking food sponsorship that always hits hard, bro. Love that chicken from Popeyes. Nah, it's a banger, bro. That shit's a banger.
Yeah,
It
it's a
is,
banger.
bro.
It's a banger.
And I still never had Popeyes in my life, but
Damn, you need to have some.
yeah, probably. But I'm gonna rewind it and see what exactly he says, because if he says it's just a lesser reason, I'd probably agree. But like Ichika and Yosuke have decent.
Honestly, these cats, they're really not even comparable in terms of the character building and the character growth and development. They're not even comparable. Not even comparable to the brigade captains. Even like the lesser ones that don't do much in the story, like Jack. Even compared to someone like Jack, they all universally are kind of mid, very mid character.
Oh, Ichika?
Interesting.
Bro, no way.
Jack's
No way.
mid.
Ichika got way better stuff than Jack and Dorothy, bro.
I mean, yeah, you're right.
Like even Kaiser.
Like Jack, man.
Like who? Like okay, Charlotte's got good stuff. Yami definitely. William definitely.
Nozel definitely.
Nozel too.
Fuego.
I'm not even gonna say Fraud Golian. Get that fucker out of
Yeah,
here.
let's not talk about him. Kaiser's
But-
just basically just a placeholder.
There's no way Ichika is not more developed than Jack, Dorothy,
She is,
and
bro.
Kaiser. Bro.
She's more developed than
She
Jack.
has
Bro,
way
okay,
more stuff
bro.
going for her.
Out of all like the let's be fair, bro. Out of all the developed captains, the most I will say we could give them more is like fucking Real, like because Real we at least get a backstory
A little bit, yeah.
and like actual like character arc of like him trying to create the perfect art. So you could also throw Real in there for them be like clearing Real, I guess. But again, it's Real. Is that a really high bar? No. Is he better than the Pro Heroes though? Yes.
Pro
what?
Heroes.
Who said that?
My Hero Academia Stray.
Yo, bro, who said that? I think it was Cloak who said that.
Oh, it was Broku 72. The fuck's he doing here? Oh, Rapid Cougar with 5 gifted memberships. Appreciate that. Sleeping Danger, Matt, Dig, Dwayne, and Lord Scarfy. What a name. Good name. Go check out the members videos. There's probably another one dropping tomorrow, too. Oh, we got somebody calling out my Lucifero scaling as buggy as fuck. Alright, you can tell me why it's buggy as fuck, and we'll get back to talking about...
Yo, is this that famous plot armor guy, guys?
Oh my god. But yeah, I think the three of us pretty much agree that Ichika is well above multiple captains in terms of like development. Yosuga might even be like even higher than like Kaiser and probably even Dorothy too. We at least like got like a decent backstory of him, and like because we got a whole chapter
I
of
would
his
say
backstory.
unironically, like I think you could say he's probably on the level of Fuegoleon because while we do make fun of Fuegoleon, he does have some amazing moments such as like his brotherly like love and how much he inspires Leopold. Speaking of which, who is that Leopold guy anyways? I heard he's like a side character or something.
Oh my god.
But yeah, no, like okay, I will say like what saves Fuegoleon from like me like not having Otsuka above him is his impact on other characters like Noel,
definitely.
Leopold, Asta, like that saves him heavy.
For sure, yeah. I think that no, that's you're probably right that Fuegoleon should be higher. Like the issue with him is he just hasn't done shit for so long. But in the beginning, he was actually very important. Somebody said Kaiser isn't a character.
I was gonna say he kind of starts the whole arc of people beginning to recognize Asta because
Yeah.
he's like, oh yeah, like if I looked at you more closely, I would have wanted you on my brigade.
Did I miss anything?
Nah,
Not really.
Yeah.
we're just talking about how it's unironically arguable. You could put Yosuga above Fuegoleon, but I'd say no.
Yeah.
Yoshiko before going on.
Yeah, like as a character.
Removing my fraud bias aside, I wouldn't put him above like I wouldn't put him above Orgolion.
Yeah, no, as a character.
Now, if
yeah,
they were
no.
having a fraud off.
Oh my god.
Now, if they were having a fraud off. Man.
American Bully, like you just completely misrepresented my argument, so just not even gonna take your comment seriously, because that's literally not what my entire argument is. So, we can get back into the video.
The fact Yosuga might end up plowing Orgolion's sister is crazy.
Oh
Hey,
my
no way.
god.
And that's saying something. Now, again, you can say, hold on, King, but we're into the train, really, that's really it. Oh, I mean, yeah, but damn, dog. You can
Orgolion, when he
argue
hears
that
Iron God
in
of
of
War in
itself-
Marion's bedroom.
Oh my god. Oops.
That was a good one.
is an issue, and I'll argue for sure. I mean, we could have stretched that out and inserted more character components for each of them, whether it was a chapter or two more, even half a chapter. They make it more stuff later on in the future. I would say hopefully, probably, yeah, fair enough. But there is an issue. Think about it. Realistically, we have a host of mainstay characters across the spectrum that are fighting against Lucius right now, and there is barely enough time to give the mainstay characters a lot of this character growth and attention. These guys, the reason 7, yeah, they can come in there all cool and badass, but how much time is Tabata realistically really gonna give these cats when we're in the midst of a crazy battle? And then you have Howl's floating time castle above the entire country. I mean, dude, could be wrong, but I'm just saying that this arc would have been the greatest time for them to get that love. Even you can argue.
Well,
I am.
well, this is a 2-week-old video.
Oh, being honest.
But what I like, so I think he's thinking that like this is like the end very soon of Black Clover, which I don't think we're very close to it.
Yeah, I personally don't think it's
like
He is, if I remember King of Lightning, he thinks he's one of those people who believes Black Clover has 50 chapters max left, I believe.
yeah, okay. So if in that context, I would agree, but like Lucius even says this is like him attacking the Clover Kingdom is just his first step in his plan now.
Yeah, he mentions that. He
Yeah.
mentioned that when he was with the Paladins.
Yeah, so like
Giving them the benefit of the doubt, you could say like maybe him lifting the Kingdom up could be the second act, but we don't know yet.
yeah.
It feels like something he would have said himself personally.
But yeah, like I don't think that we're gonna have to have like all these characters getting development at the same time. Only Ichika went with Asta. It seems like there's gonna be some either massive loss and Lucius is gonna have to like leave, or he will leave because he was successful, based on like how like the plot beats are going. But I think that we might go back to Land of the Sun, especially with the whole.
I also want to say
Tengensu
one more thing.
stuff
I also
and
want to say
Charmy
another thing.
stuff. Yeah, go for it.
I just want to say, with all like the whole kingdoms gathering, it would make no sense for like Lucius not to attack them. Like,
Oh yeah.
if like, I don't even think it's the end, because like all the kings would have to like come together. Like I don't think it just ends in the Clover Kingdom. It wouldn't make any sense for all like the kingdoms to gather their forces.
Yeah. Yo, what's up?
And
Tozer?
ever since they gathered, we have not seen the Diamond Kingdom.
Yeah.
No, when I saw it, I was like, "There's no Diamond Kingdom. They really are gone."
Bro, the fact we see Gaja or Lola Peshka before the Diamond Kingdom is crazy.
And we see
Yeah,
Hito's
no.
mother. I was like,
Respect my
"Oh,
goat,
man."
Ladros. Respect my goat, Ladros.
Yo, Toaster.
They
I'll
will-
message
they will
you after
come
the
back.
stream, bro.
They
but yeah,
will
you
come
guys
back.
go.
Don't worry.
Argue Ichika, and she is the main one of the Ryuzen 7 that we care about the most, because she is the little sis of Yami Tsukihiro, our boy, because she has that flashback of Yami Tsukihiro taking out the other Yami clan members Itachi style. Okay, that was kind of interesting, and now you kind of see why.
I'm just gonna pause. I got a super chat. Thanks for super chat. American Bully, Paladin Lucius pre-Lucifero consumption's above 50% Lucifero. No. If you think that's what I said, I never said that. So I've clearly said
Not the
that.
Lucius versus Lucifero debates.
I've clearly said on many occasions that Lucius doesn't scale Lucifero until he eats the first heart. So that's just a misconception if that's what you got. If that's what you thought
I think
said.
he's talking about like when he eats the first heart. I think he probably gets that off that, but who knows? I mean,
maybe.
be
I mean, he says
right,
pre-Lucifero consumption, but so like I've said that I don't think Lucius beats Lucifero without getting the heart, or else I think he would have just done it himself.
Yeah.
Like I think that is kind of what the point was, because even he agrees that Lucifero is like was the strongest, but he had to take half of his heart. But American Bully, if you thought that's what I said, that's not. only once he eats Lucifer's heart. That's what I'm saying. So when I say base Lucius, I'm talking about a current base Lucius, because this is his new base now.
She hates Asta so much, why she hates Yami so much, and you could clearly see the framework, the pathway, the blueprint for a lot of substantive character growth and development. You could even argue on the same path as someone like Noelle. I guess there maybe is still, because in the future you're gonna have her and Yami meet, obviously. But when she found out that she was the one to kill her entire clan, and
You gotta say something?
No, that was my brother. Sorry.
Oh, you're good.
Chapter 347, and then momentarily we have her in a state of shock and panic and shame and fear. Here comes Asta. I'm a stud, Superman style. Da, 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 da.
Yo, what was that?
And then later on, I'm gonna rebound hella quickly to assist the Wind Ninja guy. And then after the dragon is defeated, what happens? Well,
You say something?
No, I was making a joke about the death thing. I mean, where it's like pick up the soap.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what I was
You're
like.
not
Yo,
gonna
what
talk
was that?
it's for like one sentence. Actually, not even, because he says nothing. And then we see her in the bath, and Asta and her
Mommy!
blush.
Yo.
Is this? I mean, like, yo, let's come on. Maybe not necessarily during the battle itself, but after the battle, right? The chance to do some major introspection on herself and then see that process for a few chapters. These would be great times to do it, especially when she immediately, like, oh my God, what? Me? No way. Possible. It was on me? No way. No. Wrong. Okay, after the battle, party time. Woo-hoo. Okay, is that it? That's it, done. Ichika, I think, had a lot of potential. And I'm not gonna.
So, what I think on that is like, I thought that was done well, because she was basically making fun of Asta and slapping him around because he didn't have the confidence. And then now she's in his situation because of Yurlu's fear hacks, and she's just completely stunned and defenseless. And then Asta comes in, and then now he's it's like switch positions. Now she is the one who like needs saving. She's the one who's scared, and Asta now has his confidence back. So that's why I think it was done well. Because it just like parallels the beginning of the arc.
It also begins the. You could also argue it might start the arc of her beginning to like Yami, just because Asta starts paralleling Yami even more.
Yeah, exactly.
Nope.
Yeah, because she obviously liked Yami, her older brother, a lot, like respected him, and then he left, but he did save her from his dad, or from her dad, and now Asta's like doing the same thing, because it almost is the same thing, because I can't remember what the beast is called, Yurlu's spell, but it literally just turned itself into Ichika's dad. So it is like a huge parallel.
We're talking about Ichika, right? Like,
yeah.
Did he say like she
real quick, it's a mad random thing, but the fishers for it call it Boogeyman.
Boogeyman, that's your right, yeah.
I wonder if we're gonna get Candyman in Black Clover soon.
Candyman.
Candyman. Oh my god.
I mean, when I see Pennywise pull up in the last arc.
Also, one thing I want to say is like I do feel like Ichika's moment when Yami's gonna come when she meets him, because like her coming to like the Clover King, the Witch's Forest with Asta, is basically setting her up to like meet with Yami.
Yeah.
Because like obviously her whole conversation where Yuya was basically saying, "Hey, I can't tell you anything, but if you want, once you meet Yami or when it happens, you can talk to him if he wants to talk to you about it."
Yeah.
Yeah, me and Broku had this theory when leaks are going out, but we think as Asta fought Damnatio, even though he just one-shotted him, so it kind of disproves it. But we were thinking as Asta fights Damnatio, we'd see Ichika heading towards the Clover Kingdom, or like either she actually arrives there to help Yami, or she gets jumped by paladins on the way.
Damn.
Yeah.
I do want to see a Ichika and Noct interaction though.
Yeah, I want to see Ichika and Magna. Everybody knows that. That's the ship right there.
Nozel?
What?
You said Nozel or Magna?
Ichika and Magna.
No, I was like, wait, Nozel?
Yeah.
The two biggest haters for foreigners.
Yo. Oh shit! Somebody gifted 5 memberships. Appreciate that, Rapid Cougar.
Nah, bro. Nozel was like, yeah, fuck you, brother Yami. And Ichika's like, yeah, what What about fuck his sister? It's like, what?
Oh my god. No, American Bully. I'm not saying like you're disrespecting me. Once you put the chat, I was assuming that you just misunderstood what I said. How do Paladins scale above a Supreme Devil is different than the Supreme Devil's not conditioned to them. I don't know exactly what you mean. How do the Paladins scale above a Supreme Devil? It's because Paladins they're a human, and then, for example, Damnatio, Lucius just put a Supreme Devil inside of Damnatio. So that's Damnatio with a Supreme Devil's full power inside of him. Then it's purified with Lucius' sacred power. And also, Baal's power would be amplified by a Grimoire. Because devils don't have Grimoires, and Grimoires are massive amps. So, like, it's a huge, huge boost. What are you going to say, Toxic?
Sacred power is also confirmed to be stronger than devil hosting powers. They confirmed this.
Yeah, it's way stronger. So, like, it's a big boost in power on top of a Supreme Devil. And if you go by feats and scaling, they also just have like feats and scaling above 50% Lucifero, but by a lot. Like that's just like any of the Paladins versus the Ryus, and like the fact that like fucking Yosuke might have had to transform to his Iron God of War form against Heath's like strongest ice spell, like kind of implies that like not even the strongest Paladins are above Lucifero. But there's a lot of evidence about. I don't want to get into like every single point. Because we're like this is like a different like topic right now. This is
just no, this for the short and simple. Base Yosuga downplaying equal to partial W Asta.
Yeah.
And he has to transform to take a Heath attack. So Paladins are busted.
Yeah. Yeah, we can maybe get more to the end of the stream if you're still here and you're asking, but we want to get through these videos first. But
let's say it's like gone because again in the future her and Yami, cool, I'm absolutely cool with that. But again, the best time arguably could have been in this arc, and that is Nai non-existent, which I thought was a miss on Tabata's part. But I will say it is kind of hard to miss something. Let's say Ryuya Ryudo, but the guy's cool. Him and Mushogatake in the past could have been shoguns, but he said, I will give all my Yoryoku, all my magic to attain this crazy Tengetsu ability. Everyone loved him. He assimilated all these friends and doing all these great deeds. And then here we are, you know? Now, how cool would it have been to, let's say, have the Ryuzen 7 members have, let's say, a chapter or two to themselves, their trials and tribulations in the past? How someone like Ryuya came in there and helped them and assist them, and why they followed him. Oh, yeah. But we don't get that. We don't get nothing. So, he's a cool dude. You can appreciate him, busted ability, be able to see everything all at once, everywhere. That's kind of nutty. And how it plays off at the end with the dragon is also pretty cool. They have the dragon heads lined up, and also that crazy Zaten cut. He blows with all the clouds that are hanging above the country that existed because of that dragon, and then the entire country can finally see proper night sky and so on. So that was cool. That was cool in terms of that final sequence, for sure. But yo,
and here we oh my god,
it pains me to say this time and time again. But I'm going to say it again, because Black Clover consistently has this problem. What is one of the most important components to writing an arc or a story, especially a story like this? The bad guys. The bad guys. The bad guys, the villains, right? A good or a bad villain can make or break an arc or a series, quite literally. And Black Clover, I've said for a long time now, Black Clover has had villains that just are kind of mid. All across the board, they're mid as hell. Like, they don't have the...
I'm gonna call cap. There's actually a fair amount of good villains. There's a lot of bad villains, but there's a lot of good villains.
I'm gonna say this. I already talked this with Toxic like previously. Like, I think Black Clover's villains are actually underrated.
They're underrated, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like people just look at Morse and Lucifero as like, that Black Clover has terrible villains.
Yeah, like Veto.
I was about to say this. I was gonna say like fucking like side villain wise, sure, whatever. They're side villains, I don't care, but to say the main villains are like important villains of their times are bad, or Tabata has a bad track record is wrong. Like Veto, for example. Veto, I'd argue Fauna was actually pretty solid as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, to me.
What?
Broku, you say something?
I don't know what Toxic said.
No, I was gonna ask, like, what were you gonna say?
Oh, I was gonna say, like, I think Veto is a good villain. And of course, I think everybody agrees like Patri was a great antagonist.
Yeah.
And then we got Lucius, of course, which we need to see more of him. But
Also, like, I know on the Broku channel here, he's a bit of a meme, but Zaggard, he was great for his time. I'd say he introduced a
Yeah, he
lot
was
of.
great. I think Zachary was great.
Yeah, I think he's fine.
Yeah,
I even got Toxic to be a Magiculous stan.
yeah, Magiki was great. I think she's like
Yeah.
top 3.
I think
top 5.
Zenon is really good too. Zenon was a
Oh,
great
Zenon's-
antagonist.
Zenon, bro, Zenon blew me away. I was like, Tabata's in the bag with this, bro.
Mars for his
He was
time
back.
was good.
Mars
for his
was a
time
good antagonist, yeah.
Yeah, and even though I say Ladros is my goat, he isn't. You could say sure he's bad, but his parallel with Asta was pretty neat.
Yeah.
I like him. I like Ladros.
Yeah. I guess we'll let him finish his point on the antagonist of this arc.
Yeah, let's let him finish
The
this point.
spunk. They don't have the sauce. They don't have the riz. They don't have the flow. They don't have the game. They don't have the spice. What do you want to call it? They don't have it. They just don't have it. The best villain in Black Clover to date is Patry. It's Patry. It's Patry.
That's
all
not a bad
the
take.
way back in the
That's
Elf
not a
arc.
bad
It's
take.
Patry.
Yeah.
Ironically. Patry. Zenon is runner-up. Lucius, making him strong play, but we have to see how it plays out. We have to wait and see how it all plays out to give our final stamp of approval when it comes to Bully Maguire. Fair enough. But in this arc, Ural, the beast guy from the Paladins, who? Asta handles it. Mind you, the Paladins
Warren
had
Beto?
sauce. When you had Lucius make Lily to a Paladin, they had a lot of sauce off the rip. In comes Ural. I mean, Asta just handled him, dude. Handled him. Nah. Trash. Lily herself in chapter 349.
I want to say something to defend Ural.
Go for it.
My main thing is like Ural's main thing isn't supposed to, like the main man. His whole character, like, it's fine for him. His whole character was to show Asta's growth and how Asta wasn't gonna doubt himself anymore. Like, you could just say, yeah, he was garbage, but he's mainly not supposed to be like some guy who's like should be comparable to Patry or somebody like Zenon.
Yeah, Uriel
He's
is
a
like
setup
a
villain.
side villain. Yeah, he's a
He's a
henchman, bro.
setup side villain for
He's
Asta.
a side villain of a side villain.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, it's like saying Tabata has a horrible track record of villains, and then using the fucking like I've Midnight Sun henchman as an example. So like, well, all they do is get one shot by Julius.
That's like using that's like using the sound for Naruto.
Oh yeah, man.
Besides
Yeah.
Kimar. Kimar's cool.
Like, so far, I actually do mostly agree.
Definitely, yeah.
But the issue
Yeah.
also is that the main antagonist of the arc is the 5-headed dragon, which isn't a speaking character. So it can't really be
Bro ain't even sentient.
Yeah, it can't be a great villain. And like part of like the point is for Asta to just like get to where he needs to be to get to the point where he can fight Lucius. Like Lucius is the goal. But I still think the villains could have been way better. Like Yurulu could have been like cooler. Would have been way better to see more of Heath because he was one of the first villains, and then it would have been nice to see Lily going on a little bit more of a tear. So I do like I'm kind of like half agreeing. Like, yeah, like the villains of this arc specifically are nothing to like really be like happy with.
Yeah,
But
it's like the only ones you could say you're happy with are like obviously Lily.
yeah,
Yeah, Lily was good.
but even then, like even if the 5-headed dragon was a non-sentient character, you can still have like non-speaking characters be really good, like fucking Godzilla. And I wouldn't even say like Tabata did the 5 dragon that good. Like he could have done it way better even if it didn't say it like a single word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And lore wise, it's cool, but like what it does, it's like whatever.
Yeah.
Should have blew up a city. Should have blew up a city. I knew it. Should have blew up a city.
Couple super chats.
It would have been like, oh my god, though, but Black Clover City level now. Oh,
Yeah.
like My Hero Slams.
$2 super
My
chat
Hero
from
Slams,
Matt.
I don't know.
Care to explain why Steve Dace isn't your recommended? You can talk to the YouTube algorithm about that. Justin Isla, $5, appreciate that. I know Conrad is a movie villain, but I think he's pretty lit. Oh, exactly. Like if you add in movie stuff, like Conrad is like legit a crazy villain of it, especially or crazy good villain, especially if you add in the light novel stuff.
I don't
Yeah,
know about
okay.
that, Broku. I don't know about that, guys. I don't know about
Okay,
that. It's not canon. It's not
Oh
canon.
my god, bro! You're about to get booted. You're about to get booted.
I'm playing. It's canon. I know it's
No,
canon.
I know.
I'm
I'm
just
just
making a meme.
I know. Yeah.
Okay, this might be a little bit weird, but yeah, we add Conrad in, and that gives Tabata an amazing fucking like argument for having good villains. But at the same time, it's like you also got to factor in Princia, Jester, and Edward, which I like them, but
Good.
villain
They're
wise,
good.
you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Reading their backstory, they're good, but compared to Conrad's just way better.
Yeah, Conrad
Except
is crazy good.
besides Princia, I don't think I'd let Conrad like be covered in oil like I would Princia.
Okay.
Oh.
No, the one who clears is valid. The one who clears. Is,
I personally like Jester more than Conrad.
Jester is him, so I'll let that
Yeah,
slide.
he is. Jester is him.
Yeah, too bad he was the weakest in the movie, anyways.
Way.
What? We're not talking about
way too easy. And yeah, I get it. Lily, Asta, emotions, can't fully commit. Cool, but still too easy. Way too easy. That was a joke. That was a farce. That was a ruse. A fugazi. Outside of just saving Lily, quote unquote, but she's not in a coma until we beat Bully McGuire. I thought that there could have been a lot more there with her, for sure. A lot more there, but that was lacking. That was lacking. The frozen bandit Heath? Come on, yo. The frozen bandit Heath slaughtered like a lamb by Mushogatake. It wasn't even a contest. You have a flashback. I'm the strongest. You suck. I'm the Genpachi. You're Tsugaya. That's it. End of story. So,
Not wrong.
nah. No. The biggest disappointment, arguably, wasn't even the Paladins. It was the five-headed dragon itself. Come on, bro. Like it's a legendary, mythical, titanic, demonic King Ghidorah. No, Asta and the Ryuzen 7 with Ryuya, they just handle this guy in like one chapter, yo. I don't know. Because here's the thing, right?
Wasn't it?
Just
Wasn't it
compare
like
the
2
amount of-
chapters or 3 chapters?
I thought it appeared
multiple
once
chapters,
I thought it appeared once they were using war fighting the Paladins.
Yeah,
Well,
there was
attempting
definitely
to.
way more than one chapter because the Ryuzen fought it,
Yeah.
couldn't kill it. Asta fought it, couldn't kill it, and then there needed to be a whole team effort to take it down. But
Yeah.
but
A literal whole strategy.
still a disappointing dragon though. I would
Yeah.
agree.
Should have blew up. Look good. Should have blew up stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
guys, you should have been like fairy tale dragons.
like for
No.
it being
I'm
like
playing.
foreshadowed to have dark magic, they could have done way cooler stuff with that, and could have brought in.
Yeah, it should have been Lucifugus. It should have been Lucas. I'm
I
playing.
know, dude. Lucifugus not being.
Oh wait, you
Sark was
serious?
a
Oh wait,
fumble, bro.
I thought I was about to get slammed. I
No.
was like, no, get slammed.
I theorized for so long that Lucifugus was gonna be in this arc. I was so disappointed when he.
Yeah, I
wasn't
wish
in
he
it,
was, bro. I was like,
that
that should
would
have
have
been
been
Lucifugus.
slapped, bro. That would have slapped so hard.
Look, man, I'm just gonna say, I trust in Beelzebub coming back.
Work the characters had to do to beat Vanica, Zenon, and Dante. Yo, they had to do so much work. They weren't even the final villains of the Spade Kingdom arc, and they had to do so much work. They had to do so much. In chapter 346, Rhea says that the five-headed dragon is the biggest, baddest enemy ever. The biggest, baddest.
I want
enemy
to say
ever.
something, but that's kind
Say
of funny.
it. Say it.
I do say. Does he mean like? Does Ryu like mean like that the Ryuzen faced or what Asta faced? Because that meme was funny. That meme was funny.
I'm just saying, bro. Like the five-headed dragon over Lucifero. They doubted us.
Bro, huge. Wait, was Asta there when he said that?
No, it was
Oh, okay.
he was speaking into it privately to the Ryuzen.
Damn.
But the thing is, he knows about like Lucifero.
That's true. But, anyways.
Was kind of mid. Way more sauce than Vanica or Zenon or Dante ever did. Kind of mid. Took a goddess to beat this thing down. Kind of mid. All of the entire part of the sea is all tied to the demon gate because the dragon. Kind of mid. All the clouds over the entire country hang because of the dragon. Kind of mid. The dragon sucked. And that sucked. Like, no cap. Yeah, it was a cool Zeten, for damn sure. And in of itself, Zeten's a pretty cool ability, taking life energy and making it, say, super precise over one's body, and like it kind of erupts, like that whole run through we got in chapter 339. That was cool. But what was not cool was the dragon itself. It was kind of mid. I think that this arc was a 4 out of 10. 5 out of 10 at best. Especially after you reread the arc, because honestly, it becomes incredibly boring. And you may say, hold on now, but that's in general. No. You can reread prior arcs, like the Spade Kingdom arc, or the Elf Resurrection arc, and they can still be absolutely, they're still enjoyable. For sure. You ain't gonna tell me that Magna versus Dante. No, shut up. You're wrong. You're wrong. You're gonna tell me when Asta brings out the sword and he does like the crazy like devil divider and he cuts the giant form of Lucifero. No. This arc, that are boring. Very boring, very mid. But now you know. I needed to get this video off my chest for the record. This arc ain't it. It's so far. It's so far from it. And on a final note, a lot of folks have been noticing, including myself, that this final saga so far, it is absolutely a faster pace than usual for a series that already has very short chapter read-throughs, meaning that you can read the entire chapter in 5 minutes, like easy, because it's not dialogue heavy. So that's scary. That's very, very scary. All right. And yes, I know his wife is sick. Of course, I wish her the best. However, I am concerned about certain things moving forward, given this pace of the story. I really, really am. But that being said, let me know your stance on the subject matter at hand. If you enjoyed this video and my content at large,
Well, I think it was a good video overall.
Yeah, good video.
No, definitely.
Yeah.
I disagree with, like, I'd say half of his critiques, and then the other half that I agree with.
Wow, Broku, that means you're a biased BC fan.
And most of them. Well, no, because I actually have critiques of this arc that he didn't even mention. But
you're just lying for the viewers,
like,
man.
Bro, one of my critiques is like we get nothing talking about True Devil Union. Like they don't even address it. They don't say why we can't do it anymore. Like that's really weird. I feel like after 15 months of training with Liba, he should like be able to like do something besides just using a lesser union for 10 minutes. But
I mean the point of it is though is True Devil Union, like that's a compensation for it, because True Devil Union is only going to last for 5 minutes and he needs 10 minutes.
No, I know, but like we don't get like anything I'm talking about True Devil Union, like not even just regular Devil Union.
True Devil Union would automatically replace the regular Devil Union.
Would it though?
What?
Yes. It's a mastery of it. I don't see why it wouldn't.
I don't know. Because it almost seems implied that the more anti-magic he has in Union, the less time he has. Which is why, like, Partial Union lasts twice as long. So I feel like True Union would be, like, shorter than 5 minutes. But
Could be. It's just, like, weird, because whenever people
that's
use
part of, like, my
times,
critique, is we don't know, like, jack shit about it in this, like, entire arc. Like, we would assume that, like, this crazy power that he used in the previous arc would be something important for him to need against Lucius, which I'm sure it will be brought up, but it's just weird how it's not brought up in the immediate arc after.
I'm assuming just because like they want to focus on Partial Union and like use his Japanese clothes, and they're also like, well, it's a compensation for it.
Yeah.
But hypothetically, a True Devil Union should be around like what, 4 times stronger than it?
Oh,
correctly?
like True Devil Union over a regular Union?
Over Partial Union.
Oh, yeah, it could be. I mean, I'd have to go back. I remember I used to say, no, I mean, I think at least 2 times. Yeah, maybe 4 times.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, that was a good video. Like, I disagree that it's a bad arc. Like, I agree with a fair amount of his critiques, but for me, I still thought it was really good. And I actually thought it was even better upon rereading it a second time. Overall, it was better, but rereading it the second time, the antagonists were worse, but overall, it was still better because it flowed better reading it back to back to back.
Yeah.
But I don't know. What do you guys think about the Land of the Sun arc after his critiques?
I still think it's good. I don't agree with some things he said, but most of his points were solid.
Yeah,
it's not like he was like trying to be a jerk about it, or like trying to like backtrack.
Yeah, he wasn't like, oh my god, why didn't like Asta like say this thing, bro? Why didn't he reference this arc, man? Like,
I didn't a drama like kill Asta.
Oh Lord, but yeah, there's some pretty good stuff in here.
Yeah, it was good. I don't know why. Like, I get it. Like, Black Clover fans get really, really defensive, and especially to other like YouTubers with decent followings.
Yeah.
I guess even I know that like Cloak and I have gotten like heat from the fan before, even though we're actual Black Clover goons. So, so somebody who's not
even, he's a BC fanboy.
Somebody who even is not really like, I mean, he likes Black Clover, but I don't know if he's actually like, I mean, he's not in it like we are. So like people are gonna give him shit for it, but like he definitely did not deserve the shit that I saw for it. That was actually pretty good and well said.
What was he?
Yeah.
What was he getting about anyways? Because all I heard was the Piku stuff, where he's like sending him a paragraph and all
People were just calling him like biased and not a real Black Clover fan.
that. Not a real.
I don't remember a lot of the exact words. I just remember seeing like people on Twitter like showing like the thumbnail for the video, or like the screen grab, like a screenshot of it. And you can see the title and that it was him that posted it. But yeah, that's definitely like, this is really not bad. Like, I know like people in the Black Clover fandom are like begging for like literary analysis of like the actual manga, and then like you get an actual good review. Like, I think this is a good review, even though I disagree with a lot of the critiques. But like, we should be like liking this, that we're getting something, because he still is a fan of the series. He just doesn't like the latest arc. But
it's not like he dropped it after the Zagreeb reveal.
I know, bro. Oh shit.
Bro, guys, speaking of that, can we please react to that vocal pineapple video, bro?
Wait, yeah. I gotta switch it up.
Yeah, we need to, bro.
Yeah, so next video we're reacting to, guys, is this is actually, a lot of people wanted me to react to this when the Asta versus Deku death battle first came out. It's a video from Vocal Pineapple, who's a My Hero Academia YouTuber, and he was talking about Asta versus Deku. I think a lot of people that are Black Clover fans didn't like his takes of what I think he thought that Deku should have beaten Asta. But this again.
Also, the thing is too as well. Vocal Pineapple is one of those hardcore MHA fans, and people, PC MHA, we have lots of beef. But on top of that, Vocal Pineapple is of the opinion that Asta was never an underdog because he has anti-magic and he thinks he could solo the verse. So he thinks him having self-doubt makes no sense.
That's actually crazy.
Also, his takes on my series is stinky.
Yeah, no, dude. If you during that whole shit with 348, bro, Vocal was one of those people who said like Asta having self-doubt makes no sense because he has anti-magic, so he could solo the verse. It makes no sense for him to have doubt.
That's actually crazy.
He was saying that.
Like, all you have to do is read like one arc of Black Clover to know he doesn't solo the verse. I mean, Toxic edited the video for me that's coming out like once the sponsor approves it. But like in my video, which is like anti-magic was never overpowered. That's the title of it. Asta's never been the strongest character in the series.
I disagree.
He's literally never been the strongest character in the series.
I disagree, Broku.
When?
According to my logic.
When?
He can. Oh, according to my logic.
Fade.
I don't think he was.
No,
I didn't think he. I do think he was.
No, you know why?
I don't think he was.
Ichika was in Land of the Rising Sun, and she was still a character in the space. I'm playing.
The reason I think that is because 100% Lucifero isn't a character we know of yet. So, unfortunately, you lose that one, Broku.
We actually do see an image of 100% Lucifero, so.
Yeah, man. We do see an image of Beelzebub as well. So,
but
you lost this one, Toxic.
Even though we're probably gonna disagree with him a lot more.
I will say this though, Broku. Just saying. True Devil Union was kind of fatigued. Weakened True Devil Union, by the way, was tanking Lucifero's punches without like any damage. So, is 100% really gonna do anything? Let me stop. I'm playing.
Wait. Here, I got this interview that I just recorded with Tabata like earlier today. So
hey, I've recorded with Tabata.
Speaking of videos, Doc, I'm gonna need you to put the copyright thing on the video that you edited for me.
Bro, you gotta do that.
Can you all see the video?
Bro, I literally already told you that my program is not compatible with that stuff.
Cloak and Toxic, can y'all see it? I just switched to a different stream, so.
Let me check on. It's loading. Yeah, I can see it.
All right, cool. I do want to say again, from what I remember, y'all are probably gonna disagree with this one a lot more, but we're still gonna be chill. Like, this is just fictional characters, so no hate to Vocal Pineapple.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's just get into it.
Here, and I wanted to take some time out of my day to finally talk about the death battle that everyone's been talking about even before it actually came out. It was really hyped on my timeline all over Twitter, and that of course is Deku versus Asta, and that death battle is now out in complete form. Go over to the Death Battle YouTube channel if you want to check it out in full, but I haven't seen it yet, and I have an expectation for how I think this fight's going to go that I shared on Twitter. But now I'm going to be watching the actual death battle and seeing all the research that they did and seeing how far they went for both of the characters, and then actually reacting to the final battle together with you guys. It's been a while since I've seen one of these death battles, honestly. Deku, My Hero Academia super student, straight out of UA.
I swear, if we get copyright claim, because I remember I was like making like analysis streams on death battles to predict like how they would scale Asta, and they copyrighted my stream like while I was streaming.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, death battle is like
Damn,
goons in the fucking content ID system for sure.
I'm so lucky. I was going to react to the Deku versus Asta stuff, but I was like, I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah, I mean, I had to be careful with my clips, but if he has this video right here and we're just reacting to it, I highly doubt that.
Hi, Asta. I used to be
We're
super
gonna
into
talk.
Death Battle, but I mean, they made a couple death battles that I didn't quite agree with. I've just wiped them out of my mind at this point, and it's just kind of made it so, wow, they're animated now. I didn't know that. Okay, they're going over Deku's origin. I like it. I respect it. I mean, to do this, you kind of have to go over the origin of all kind of just My Hero Academia in general. Real name, Izuku Midoriya, age 16, height 5'5", 166 centimeters, blood type O, originally quirkless, favorite food, Katsudon, and the biggest All Might fan ever. That is the background for Deku. Pretty well summed up, actually. One for All, Fajin, Danger Sense, Black Whip, Smokescreen, Flow, Gear Shift, we're going Gear Shift, and Costume Gamma. Okay, wait a minute, this is a little exciting. We're going Gear Shift. So they got the most up-to-date Deku.
I'll remind you guys, they didn't use Zeton for Asta, even though he used Zeton before Deku used Gear Shift.
Yeah, I think they knew what was gonna happen.
They also didn't use True Devil Union, even though like he used that like
They knew what was
almost a
gonna
year
happen
before Gear Shift, but.
All right, yeah, that's part of what makes Deku so dangerous. He's not just a melee guy. He could also hit you with Air Force, and that could send you flying,
hold on,
right?
can I say this?
Devastating
Can I say
air
this
pressure
real
from the punches.
Yeah, go for it.
So,
Fun trivia fact, but one of the animators for the death battle was told to not use Black Form Asta. They made sprites for Black Form Asta, but they told him not to use it and to use Double Union only.
Yeah. I mean, that was probably like a hype thing, just because that was the new hotness was Devil Union. Even though I guess it wasn't really that new at the time, but that would have been cool to see him actually using black form as well. But
yeah.
And kicks that he does, it just adds another kind of element to his arsenal. I think starting to get into some of the other quirks. I want to see how they're going to talk about some of these more recent quirks, like Gear Shift specifically, I suppose. Fajin, this is so cool, honestly, just hearing these guys talk about the My Hero stuff going on. Wow. Fought all of Class 1A at the same time, beat down Chisaki faster than he could heal, routinely broke his own bones to win fights. Wait, Gear Shift? War of Reality itself. Yeah, that was the line that I was hoping that they would focus on in the death battle, because this is the only way that Deku has any chance of winning here, right? Them going far with Gear Shift and the combination of everything and Deku being at full health, right, for the death battle. Them combining all of that to really show that Deku's actually a monster. It's the only hope that Deku has. All right, Asta time. Let's see. I think I skipped an arc or two in the Black Clover manga. Like, I was reading it from day one. Then, like, after the whole Julius revival, I kind of dropped it a bit. I was a little interested when they started showing, like, the new forms of magic, and they were starting to get trained and stuff. And the time skip got me interested again, but the very most recent stuff I've definitely been reading. Age 17, height 5'1", born without magic affinity, child of magic absorbent Leechta. Oh, damn, we missed some of Asta's feats. Member of Black Bulls and the Royal Magic Knights, I'm sure is what the other bit was. The Magic Emperor. No, I think Magic Emperor is only, like, a fan sub thing. They definitely just showed that they use fan subs sometimes.
yeah, but it's been said that like the fan subs are actually more accurate than Viz, that it should be like Magic Emperor or whatever. So, but I think Wizard King sounds cooler though.
Nah, I think when Lucius said he wanted to be the Wizard Emperor, I think that was cool.
Yeah. I know that like a lot of the early fan nations for Black Clover called it Sorcery Emperor or Sorcery King.
Yeah, you showed me that back when they're using like
Sorcery
the impact
King?
font.
Yeah. Like that is so like weird to like think about that used to be what it was called.
No, you know what's funny?
Just because-
Jujutsu Kaisen unironically translate to sorcery fight.
Yeah.
That's what the dub anime calls it.
Yeah.
You're lying.
But Curse Energy is not magic.
Called
Don't
Sorcery
worry.
Fighter.
I think Magic Emperor is only a fan sub thing, and Magic King is what they call him in the official like Viz version, right? Asta is just ridiculously broken.
Magic King?
I don't think he's half wrong. Like there's sometimes they call it magic. King, but it
Really?
is
I don't think I've ever
King.
seen Magic King. That's funny.
I've never
I've
seen that
like,
before.
once. Yeah, it's like once or twice.
In his verse, honestly. I mean, yes, obviously there is the anti-magic, was kind of just beats every other magic, but he also has to tune his body to be able to.
Okay.
Dante
Like,
Singularity.
bro, he's like half right.
Dante
half
Singularity?
wrong. Like half right, half wrong, bro.
Like
Yeah.
react to certain things, right? When you have enemies that have like
King.
light speed attacks with their magic, just having anti-magic in general doesn't do enough to kind of make you win that battle, right? You have to be able to react to that. And I mean, Asta is he's just nuts on that level. That's why I feel like at first I definitely thought that Asta was just gonna sweep this battle against Deku, but we're gonna see how it's gonna go. We're gonna see. They did do the whole gear shift thing, but maybe that's just to give me hope. 5-leaf clover, grimoire, demon slayer, demon dweller, demon destroyer, demon slasher, key sensing, lead. Do they have? It doesn't seem like they have the most recent stuff that Asta learned in the manga. Like we haven't really seen him use it to like perfect effect. So maybe they'll show it in the death battle, like him trying to use the stuff that Yami's sister is teaching him right now in the manga.
I mean, he could always use that, and he just couldn't use it against people who were like strong. Like, because he couldn't time at the right time if they were that fast. So like, because at the time he was like practicing on the bamboo shit. Like he could activate Zen. And if he's way faster, like if he like for example, he couldn't use it against Achika or Yosuga because of how strong they were. But if he was fighting Deku, who's way faster and stronger than, he could easily activate his Zen. So like he could easily activate the Zen on Deku.
Did you want the fight to end quickly?
Deku's a pretty fast guy, man. No, he was sitting.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. I mean, don't they got like a they got like, transonic characters? Like that's pretty.
Yeah,
pretty
man.
Good. Like.
Yeah, you know, like they might blitz Nash. Bro. I don't know.
They might blitz Nash.
I forget what that ability is called. Yeah. That is the interesting thing about Asta's swords, right? That they literally cut magic, but they're blunt when they're trying to hit like a regular person. So they're going to be blunt when they're trying to hit Deku, unless they.
Yeah, that's like only the Demon Slayer sword that's stated to be blunt.
Yeah.
Like Demon Slasher, obviously, it's just a katana. Demon Dweller has cut people. Demon Destroyer, he doesn't really use to cut, but I don't see why it wouldn't be sharp. And then obviously, Black Divider is just literally just a sharpened Demon Slayer. So like, yeah, they're not
actually
dull.
Demon Dweller, man.
Bruh.
Turn quirk energy somehow into some sort of magic, which I mean, then Deku is just absolutely gone. They're calling him Liba. It's not just Lieb. Am I crazy? Am I having a stroke? I thought it was Lieb.
I call him Libe.
Okay, Liba. Oh yeah.
I call him like 3.
Yeah. Oh, Ass is gonna win this. Ass is gonna win this. They're talking about like even early on, Asta was beating demons who can destroy a whole kingdom. Yeah, Ass is gonna win this. Beat Liba only one arm is done. I don't gotta read more than that. Survive being impaled multiple times. Defeated Vermilion, Langris, Zangrid, and Lucifero.
Huh?
Nah, I'm looking at the
demon. Ultimate Demon. I love the Ultimate Demon. My favorite.
Slice the Ultimate Demon.
My favorite villain in Black Clover. You know, Ultimate Demon. I love when Asta defeated Vermilion too. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
But you know, it is how it is.
Oh, is done. I think we're getting to it. Here we go. Death battle. Asta versus Deku. All right, so that preview of this was real. Asta's about to cook, I think. Asta, they were really gassing him in the research section. Let's see. So we've seen this section. There was like a 30-second section that they released on TikTok early. Okay. This is not looking good for Asta, but I know how these death battles
Keep
work,
in mind,
bro.
this is the same guy who told somebody
they
their
be
mom
having,
would
like-
become a slut.
Oh my god, I'm not even gonna talk about that shit.
The loser speed blitzing the person at first, right? Asta's gonna get serious, and then it's over. Yeah, cutting him with these dull blades. Because Deku don't got magic.
There are just one sword isn't sharp.
Smoke screen? Who's the voice actor for Deku? It sounds like Deku in the dub. Okay. He could send you a key or whatever, though, right? Through the smoke. Okay. Asta Tornado. Hey, yo! I like how Black Whip is being done here. I like the 3D CG in here. Like,
oh,
wow.
The worst scene, bro.
You're trying to cut Black Whip? Nah, it's not going to work, Asta. Nah. Yeah. He's tanking that. Did Deku take the swords? Deku, use the swords. Go crazy. Use the swords, Deku, if you're crazy. He's not built like that, though. My son. Oh, why is the yo-yoing animation in this death battle? No, he didn't Froppy style. Better than in the episode. He took the grease tank and everything. It's a madness, Deku. Why is
Bro, it's crazy how Deku was literally just smashing Asta for the majority of the fight. Like,
yeah,
that was the worst death battle. Like, how is it? You know it's a stomp, and then you have Deku's winning the entire fucking time, and then he just like only wins at the end because Deku kills himself.
Oh yeah, no. Wait, Cloak, have I told you that or no?
What? Tell me what.
Yeah, the official death battle wiki and script of it says Deku died from overexerting himself. Asta just like did like more damage to him.
That's stupid.
Like,
yeah, when he like said like I did it, he like died from exhaustion.
Like,
yeah,
Death
stupid.
Battle and My Hero Academia goons were commenting like, oh, like just because it's a stomp doesn't mean the fight has to be a stomp. I'm like, there are so many times that's the case. Like when it was Homelander versus Omni-Man, like that was an actual stomp in the animation too, and it was still like a good fight. Like this fight was so ass. Jesus Christ.
Like damages him and all that. Like with Deku, sure you could say, oh, he's able to like smash around Asta, but it's like
Bro, he's literally throwing him around.
Yeah, he's literally just clapping his cheeks.
Compared to Homelander, like literally, like bitching and whining to Omni Man and having to off guard him to do something.
Yeah.
God.
I go folded Asta right now. Yo, Deku, your best chance right now? Oh, it's over. I was gonna say take the Grimoire and destroy it. Oh no, Devil Union Asta. That's a problem. Did Deku just kick a skyscraper at Asta? That's not gonna work, buddy. We cut mountains in Black Clover. I think Asta's getting mad.
I heard that's like a hyper
Yeah, Deku,
versatile
you can
mountain.
fly. Get off that
Oh
building,
my
okay?
god.
Okay, we boxing now. Yeah. Nah, this seems so even, low key though. Like, yeah, some spider swinging. Nah, but Asta's so fast. Asta's starting to overcome Deku. What you got, Deku? Not going all out? 100%? Hold on, Deku. 1,000,000%. Nah, Deku do be capping like that with the percentages. Where's Gear Shift, bro? Oh no, Asta's about to cut through Deku like a fish. Chill.
Oh god.
Chill. All right. What? No, it's over. No, no, they did my boy so dirty. I'm shook. Wow, Asta controlled the blades. Let's see the reasoning though. They were evenly matched. Okay, I respect it. Deku is more versatile, they're saying.
They were evenly. I mean, Death Battle did say that Asta and Deku's base speed were comparable, which is a complete farce. But, like, somebody commented, Death Battle said that the animation doesn't necessarily show how the fight will play out. It's just for entertainment. But, like, we're critiquing how it's bad, like, for entertainment because, like Asta is way stronger, way faster. The entire fight, Deku is beating his ass, and then Deku wins from overexertion.
Of that as well, Death Battle has multiple times where like well, I forgot what the example is. Like there's like I'm trying to remember the specific one. They've had like multiple death battles before where if it's a stomp, they literally just make it a fucking stomp. Not even just Omni-Man versus Homelander. They have other shit like Darkseid versus Thanos.
Yeah, they've done
like,
that. Yeah.
Or like Red versus like Tai. Like they make so many like if it's a stomp, they'll basically show you it's a stomp. This whole time it's like the opposite of that.
Yeah.
It's Deku just beating the shit out of him. Overpowering him even.
Yeah.
Deku is smarter, more tactical. Okay, but Asta's just busted. That's what it is. They're using Heroes Rising feats for Deku's biggest feat. Oh, we're doing math. 63 trillion kilograms. So Deku could destroy 12,000 pyramids of Giza. But Asta stopped that attack with anti-magic. It's not like he destroyed it with strength. Deku's more tactical, wider array of power.
All right.
What?
So for one, Asta never did anything to Patrick's attack. But also, yeah.
Nah, you're not, bro. Don't you remember when Asta like deflected it back?
Huh?
Don't you remember when Asta deflected it back, and then he's like, "Because he did that, I could off guard Julius." He's
Yeah.
like, no.
No.
That's my favorite moment in the art.
I don't know why people were telling me to react to
right.
this. This video really, like, his like reaction to it's like not even like that bad at all. Like this is like I think like he just said that Asta negated with anti-magic doesn't count. He's just like forgetting that like you have to like it's like blatantly stated. I've been saying chapter 5 for like months, but it's really chapter 4. I just found out today. But it stated that Asta has to be strong enough to negate the force of the magic, because all magic produces a physical force. So
what if the narrator was capping?
No, fuck that. Like that's
yeah, man. How would the narrator know what he's talking about?
That would make so many other things like inconsistent, like with the pottery thing, the ancient demons attack, like, yo, what's up?
The narrator
how's it going, bro? Thanks for coming in.
Nah, bro, the narrator was just capping for real.
But yeah, like, I don't think his like reaction to it was like really that bad at all. Like, I don't know why everyone would be reacting to this so bad. Like,
I think it's probably just because of the thumbnail. That's got to be the
powers, but he's slower, can't safely access max power, and swords are better than punches and kicks. But Asta is physically stronger, faster, better ways to predict movement, more mobile flight, and anti-magic would not affect works. That's his con. So Deku has 2 pros, Asta has 4 pros, and Deku has 3 cons or 4 cons, and Asta only has 1. So okay, I don't got no problem with this. I hope I don't go on Twitter and see people freaking out over this death battle, because this seems like it went exactly the way it was supposed to go. The winner is Asta.
Yeah, I don't know why everyone would react to that so bad. That was not a bad reaction to it. Like,
it's not a bad reaction.
Like, I was expecting like him to be shitting on Asta based on like how bad everybody wanted me to react to it. But I don't know. Well, maybe we could find one more shorter one. $5 super chat from Anthony Daniels. Appreciate that. Hate how they portrayed Asta as a dumb brute the entire fight when he's actually pretty socially and battle smart. Yeah, like that's the thing is like he is like okay. I'll say he's kind of dumb socially. Well, not as much as he was, but battle smarts like they downplayed the shit out of him. Like he is not just like a I'm gonna hit really hard. Like he actually is like when he was fighting Undine, he's like, okay, like my anti-magic is just too strong. If I lower it, then the magnetism will not work and I'll be able to actually fight. Like he like actually thinks his way out of situations multiple times.
Bro, no, what pissed me off too is like how they portray Deku as like this nerd who overthinks everything when he isn't really like that. Besides the beginning of the series, he's like, huh? How do I do that? What?
Yeah.
Time magic, Grimoire.
What?
Knocked Faust through verse equalization doesn't anti-magic cancel quirks and other powers like chakra.
No,
see, like for chakra,
yeah,
for it would for chakra or nen, but because they're energy systems, but because verse equalization, like you still have to have like at least a loose similarity between power systems. Quirks are genetic based, so it shouldn't work unless if there is a specific quirk that like gives them a like form of energy. Like I believe there is one like actual magic user because of a quirk. If he's using like an energy system and not just like creating spells that are like warping reality, whatever, then Asta.
I will say though, you could argue it would work on One for All just for the cases. The way he gets those other quirks is because the souls and vestiges of One for All users. So you could argue he could sever the connection of them.
Because Asta can affect the soul.
Yeah, so you could argue he'd like sever him and not be able make him be able to use gear shift.
Toxic. AFO when Asta says causality break.
Oh my god. Yeah, exactly, Surfo. And also just oblivious in terms of social interaction. Yeah, like...
Yeah.
It's weird, like, how people take, like, social smarts versus battle smarts and, like, apply it to a battle.
Yeah, guys, by the way, even though I actually defend my hero scaling, we gotta make fun of it, you know, being on the Black Clover channel, but, friendly reminder, guys, gear shift, Deku at 120%. They were getting shocked at him breaking the sound barrier. Take that as you will.
Oof. Does that actually happen?
Yes, Mario's like shocked that he's like, oh my god, the sounds are delayed.
That's crazy. Oh, I remember reading that.
Yeah.
No more
Everybody was making fun of it. Everyone was making fun of it. Everyone was making fun of it.
Bro,
no more fast and light
that's like the
arguments.
JJK Mach 3 thing. Like, it's just...
Yeah, bro. Nah, bro. When me and Talks in the MHA guy, I was clowning JJK saying, "Stand proud, we cap at Mach 3."
Oh my god.
We cap at small city level.
But anybody in the chat, if you have like a Black Clover video that you want us to react to that isn't super long, let me know and we'll maybe react to one more as long as it's not super long. But
yeah, Broku, you want to know something funny?
What?
You remember that Tez guy I told you about?
Oh, the guy.
No, you know that you see?
Yeah.
He thinks JJK caps at city level.
That's filthy.
I'm dead serious. Like he's like, yeah, 20 finger Sukuna and Gojo are like city level.
Damn.
That's
it's
crazy.
horrible.
So they're not even chapter 1 Asta level. I'm playing.
Yeah, I heard he was on country level, guys.
Right, peace out, Liberty Prime.
We're gonna miss you, Liberty.
Yeah, we'll miss you.
In the arms of America.
Asta thought of creating moves like Bull Thrust and Black Tornado while his arms were cursed, not knowing if his arms would ever get fixed.
Oh yeah, he did.
Yeah. City level for Gojo and Meguna. City level Meguna.
Stand proud. We cap at large city level.
Yeah, when the back of the volume says that Sukuna can destroy the world, it's really like the world is just like the size of a city.
So
they're only country level since it's Japan. I'm playing.
When they said Yuki was gonna like to swallow the world, bro, they meant he was gonna like swallow like just Shibuya. So yeah, city level man.
Damn, nasty.
Jalen, who do you think is the better character writing wise, Deku or Asta? Honestly, I feel Asta recently feels better as a MC than Deku right now. I think that
what are you talking about?
I think they're both really good characters. I agree, Asta's a better character.
Oh, Broku, what are you talking about? Deku had that new quirk awakening. What are you talking about?
I will say this, I was a massive MHA fan before I became part of the Black Clover fandom, so I will say, to be nice, I like them the same amount. But writing wise, I think I enjoy Asta more consistently. But Deku definitely has a lot of the greater moments, and I specify moments.
Legit, there's a video that Deku is infinite speed. I think I actually watched that the other day. I'm right and you're wrong.
Yeah, debunk. That guy's a goon. He thinks the salamander destroying this, like vaporizing the sea is via hacks. Don't fucking listen to that goon.
That's the same person.
Yes, debunk.
That's-
Yeah,
Same
he's a
person?
fucking-
That's crazy.
Yeah, he's a fucking. Yeah, he's a fucking like MHA goon.
That's the guy.
Oh no. You know what's funny? If you have a Black Clover PFP, he won't debate you. Just as good, he's gonna say you're biased.
That's crazy.
It's nasty.
But somebody asked what magic type would we want that's not in the main series. I would want Bifrost magic. What would you guys want?
I mean, was it?
What if a magic type that's not in Black Clover yet? What would you want? So think of like a brand new magic type.
I low-key made this joke with J Club before. I said I want weed magic.
Weed magic, bro.
I
You guys
just
in that
randomly
mana zone, bro? Like
Mana zone.
that combo spell with Leopold.
Bro said the cushion. But what I'd want personally, if I I just have to think of one or something I want personally in Black Clover as an element.
This is basically a magic type that's not a magic type yet. So anything.
Oh, that's pretty easy actually. Solar magic.
That'd be cool.
Aether magic.
That's actually interesting. $5 super chat from American Bully. Appreciate that. I'm poor now, but how does Paladin Lucius pre-heart weaker than 50% Lucifero, but Paladins are stronger than Lucifero? Paladins have a Grimoire like Lucius and have weaker Devils. That would just because Lucius is amping them to be that much stronger, because by the time he makes the Paladins, he's literally basically absorbed every single Devil in the underworld. And that's also 15 months later. And assuming that the Spade Grimoire he has is similar to a 4-leaf Clover because it's a double Spade, if it's anything similar, his power would grow at a rate similar to Yuno's. So, like, this is
that reminds me. Broku.
Yo.
You know how we said Grimoires exponentially amp you and shit?
Yeah, Grimoires.
I just remember that one of the examples you could use is like, getting a second Grimoire lets his base form like blow holes through Devil Heart Zenon.
Oh,
It's pretty nasty.
Yeah. Surfbone. Though it's still funny how Asta was able to discern that the Blue Rose captain was super nervous around Yami due to not being capable of being open around her feeling. Yeah, that's like by that point, Asta was getting better at social interaction. It's a good point, Surfbone.
Yeah.
But
well, I wouldn't say it was like she likes Yami. He didn't say he knows she likes Yami, but he knows she trusts Yami. I'm pretty sure that's what the translations say. I could be wrong though. It's been a while since I read the chapter, but I remember him saying it's like she trusts him.
No, but he was saying that like Asta just knew that she was nervous around him.
Oh yeah.
When nobody else,
I agree.
when like nobody else.
Oh yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Isn't that an anti-fee for everyone else social wise? It's
Oh
about
my
like
God.
only like that's only like human level social.
Oh my
social activity.
god.
Rawr. Head ass.
Oh shit.
Deku actually talks to a lot of classmates, so I think he's actually stronger.
But also American Bully, on top of like the reasoning for it, if you just go by feats and scaling, the Paladins are stronger than Lucifero. Because for example, a Chica, while not even close to full power, can one shot an Asta who's stated to be like stronger than when he fought Lucifero. And that Asta beat 50% Lucifero, and she's weaker than Yosuga. And Yosuga might have needed his actual spell form to fight Heath. So if you go by that logic, like even Heath is above Lucifero. There's probably like feats and scaling. There's a lot of other
Crazy
for it too. Like oh yeah, for example, like Ossier and Noelle. Like Lucius says that this is the strongest that Noelle's ever been in every timeline, and Tabata like blatantly states that her potential is Julius level, and Julius is equal to Lucius after absorbing 100% Lucifero. That's stated by the editor of Black Clover. So if her potential was 100% Lucifero, or actually even above 100% Lucifero, because Julia scales above that, and now she's beyond it with the Leviathan, and Aussier.
I disagree.
And Aussier can fight her in Neverland. Then Aussier is above Lucifero. So, what were you gonna say, Toxic?
Also, I was just about to say, like, what is it? Like random nobodies, like literally get like purified sacred power and like go on like supreme devil tier. So imagine like Aussier Silva, who's hyped up as like stronger than pre-time skip Marileona, getting purified devil power, who's arguably is Megicula.
Yo.
So like, imagine that, like this already. Well, I wouldn't say supreme devil tier, but like unironically, probably you could argue make a case for like high-ranking devil tier character, then getting like purified power, and then her own form on top of that, and then her spells, and then her grimoire. Like, there's a lot.
Yeah.
Kind of crazy.
Possibly a stronger body as well, because nobody's talked about this yet, but Lucius's plan was like make everybody obviously have like strong as hell bodies, and right, so you could argue their bodies are also amped on top of getting that sacred power.
Yeah, that's true.
Pretty nasty.
Yeah. I mean, also, because like paladins are literally like there are devils like fused with them, and devils just get passively stronger by existing. So you could argue like that as another thing too, is that the paladins might be getting constantly stronger. That's more of a theory, but if they do have all the abilities of the devils, then they should be. But because that's actually never stated, the paladins like are just absorbing the mana around them, but.
I mean, to be fair, it's never stated Lucifero was, and I don't know, man. I'm playing. But you could also counter with that as well.
Looked like Lucifer wasn't living long enough to get stronger.
But
Bro, Broku, wasn't that one of your arguments to say like a drama that could be relevant now? Because you'd say he's been absorbing mana for 15 months now.
Oh yeah, because like I already know like if a drama comes in and he has any feat that makes him relevant, people are gonna say, oh, there is no power cliff in Black Clover because a Dromelic is only the second gate devil and he's strong. But like yeah, like devils they just eat and absorb the mana around them just by existing. So 15 months of living in the living world could make a Dromelic stronger than Lucifero.
I know Thanama wanted that.
Bro, I keep on saying it, and I was gonna say I keep on saying this theory, bro. But like, do y'all miss it? Am I the only one who misses the theory? Back at like when the Dromelic was out and we saw the Lucifero fight, and people were like defending the Lucifero stuff because they're like, what if it's like a fake Lucifero? Because if you go off like the gates and shit, you should have nightmare magic. Yeah, they're like, yeah, this could be like a fake Lucifero.
That was a pretty popular theory. I think Jack is the one who like spearheaded that theory with like his demonology stuff that he was using.
Damn, I can't believe Jack really theorized that and then died in the war.
Oh my god. I'm talking about Jack Oates.
Jack Oates.
Jack Oates, bro. Like, why, he died in the war, bro. Like, why did he like get splits by Paladin like chosen?
Paladin chosen.
Comp Asta versus Comp Ichigo, who wins? From Anthony Daniels, $2 super chat. Appreciate that.
Damn. Okay. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all, bro. Comp Ichigo, right? So he's gonna bring Orihime there. He's gonna like slap her ass cheeks, and the shockwave of that is gonna obliterate Asta in the verse.
My god.
Oh my.
Hey, Jack Oates is in here too. Yep. Yeah, Jack. I'm like 99% sure he was the one who came with that Lucifero theory we were just talking about.
Yo, Jack, I got a question. Like, why did you like high diff like 100% Dante, bro?
Oh my god.
Can't believe Jack Oates really did that, man.
Oh my god.
Heard an MHA fan argue that Danger Sense was better than Key. Danger Sense is incredibly inconsistent, so yikes.
Yeah. Bro could even detect the Toga attacking him.
Damn.
So give me Key. I do not want Danger Sense.
Byakuya versus Nozel. Byakuya, like, okay. Byakuya's AP might be relative to Nozel's, but his speed is, like he doesn't scale to like many high tiers. So Nozel might win that.
Oh, what are you talking about? He was the same strength as I'm playing. I don't use that argument. I hate Toxic tried to do that to me. I was like, bro, don't try to do this to me.
Bro, Jack Oates, I'm just saying, man. Like, why did you die to Paladin Morgan? Like, what happened, man? Why did you die to Paladin Morgan, Jack?
Jack, what he's saying is why'd you go out? Why'd you go out with a hole in your chest and did your final slash like that?
For real.
That's basically what Toxic's trying to say.
I heard this guy said he could solo My Hero, though. Like, I think he's pretty spin.
Spitting.
He's spitting.
But seriously, though, it's pretty cool to see Jack Oates in chat because he's one of, like, the best PC theorists back there.
Yeah.
100%.
I miss his post, bro. I miss his post.
Yeah, he cooks all the time. Even when he's wrong, though, he actually, like...
Byakuya is over
like,
Bankai 10. He defeated Jared. He did not feed Jared. Jared was still coming back. Jared only fucking died because Yuhabak called his power. That's incredibly wrong.
I mean, unless they're trying to argue that Byakuya, like, removed his head with Senbon Sakura, but...
Yeah, even then...
Toshiro kind of froze his head, and, like, Byakuya's like, all right, bro, I'm gonna finish it off.
Even then, it's like Jared's best scaling is like even again, like where's Jared's speed scaling exactly?
Well, he stuck
Naruto
really
fans
hard
love
and
saying Universal Naruto, but then ignore it, then losing a 2 times planetary MP. Yikes!
Gerard's speed scaling should have scaled to Shinji. Shinji got kicked off
Naruto
the
characters are
line.
star level. Dead meme train. I'm gonna keep it real with you. If you believe Universal BC and you think Universal Naruto is like rat, I don't know if I can trust you. Universal Naruto unironically has more evidence than Universal BC. Multiversal Naruto sucks, though.
I personally don't believe either of them.
Multiversal Naruto sucks. I don't care what anybody says. It kind of stinks.
Yeah.
But
I've heard about it.
I don't want to argue though against the goon people. Grimace versus the BC verse. Grimace.
Grimace kind of bodies.
No.
I think Grimace is just gonna make the whole verse just like suck on his fat McNuts. So, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Grimace gonna give him the shake.
Broku, are you going to get the new Mortal Kombat 1?
I don't play Mortal Kombat. Fighting games.
I think we have to fight. I think we have to fight. I'm playing now.
Uni Naruto is based on a novel that isn't canon. No, the novels are canon. That's incorrect. Novels are explicitly stated to be in the timeline. They're also explicitly referenced in anime
Have a
canon.
dead meme train, toxic debate.
Dead meme, you've gotten slammed on every Naruto debate, bro. Please do not try this.
Yo, bro said, please do not. Yo.
I will get Shadow on you. I will have Shadow 2v1 you, bro. Let's get it.
Shadow, he said he wanted to fight you in real life.
Yo, Shadow, this dead meme guy said you're a bitch. What?
Relax.
I love fucking around dead meme. I gotta get in the call with him again. I miss this man.
Oh, shit. I'm probably gonna end the stream now. I gotta make dinner.
Yeah, make it.
You guys gotta give your final words though. What do you want to say?
Final words.
Plug your shit.
Yeah, just go to my YouTube channel, Red Cloak. I make Black Clover content. Next video of mine coming out soon.
All right, guys. Subscribe to Broku if you're not. Kind of good. That's it, guys.
Longer solos, the MHA verse.
Oh god.
Longer solos.
I mean, true, but
He's cooking, man. He's cooking.
all right, everybody. Thanks for watching the stream. Hope you guys enjoyed our reactions to these Black Clover videos. And thanks for all the super chats, the gift memberships, and everything, and just being here, chilling with us, making it fun. Broku Versal, oh my god. But yeah, I'll probably stream again on Sunday, and